I'm Chauncey Navarro. This is the Inspired Word, and we're doing a verse-by-verse study through the book of the Revelation of Jesus. We're in chapter 11 right now, and we're going through verse 6. And verse 6 goes on to say, "These have power to shut heaven, so that no rain falls in the days of their prophecy, and they have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to strike the earth with all plagues as often as they desire." Now, each time we're getting a little more insight into these two witnesses. We had the first picture on it tells us first about the first 3.5 years that we have there, where the Gentiles trodden the outer court for 3.5 years. And then it tells us that these guys are going to prophesy for 3.5 years, dressed in black. It ties them to the prophecy of Zacharias in the Old Testament with the 2 olive trees and the 2 lampstands. Now, it tells them anybody tries to harm them, the fire comes from their mouth to consume them. And it goes on a little bit farther right here, telling about how God has given them power to shut up the heavens so that no rain falls, like Elijah did back in the time of King Ahab. And that they have power to turn the waters to blood, as you see in the 2nd trumpet and the 3rd trumpet judgment. And to strike the earth with all these plagues, which these are these trumpet judgments that came. Now, the reason I tie it to the trumpet judgments is the prophets in the Old Testament, Elijah and such, were referred to as shofars. And the reason why is these ram's horns were warnings of repentance. And this is from the Feast of Trumpets, where you have 7 trumpets that are blown, and each one is a warning to make shuvah, to make a U-turn, to turn back to God before it's too late. When the 7th trumpet, the final trumpet, the last trumpet is blown on the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, the day when God judges all mankind. And if you haven't repented or made shuvah by the last trumpet, it's too late for you. Your name is not inscribed in the book of life. And so we can see how this ties in with the 7 trumpet judgments, and we can see how the prophets being called shofars are bringing these 7 trumpet judgments, leading all the way up to the last and final 7th trumpet in this book. Well, they're given power to turn the waters to blood. There's the 2nd and 3rd trumpet. These are the trumpets that are being brought by the prophets, as you see, for these 3.5 years. So these 3.5-year period that they're bringing these judgments fall during the time of the trumpet judgments. Now, the 3.5 years, 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 the 3.5 years